Hello fans of Canadian real estate, Mark Sipthorpe here with the Financial Service Industry Monitor. The date is November 2nd and today we're going to be talking about fiscal conservatism versus Ponzi neoliberalism. What does that mean? Well, in about a month, Siddal, the president and CEO of the CMHC, will be leaving his position. Why? Because he's been in a dispute with his handlers, I'm assuming. Basically, he's predicting a real estate drop of about 18% within the next year to two. And the reason he's saying that is because of high unemployment, because of the risk of consumer debt to income ratios, and many other indicators that have him concerned. Jim Flaherty was concerned about things like the high debt to income ratio. He was concerned about the fact that risky mortgages were being given to consumers with low credit scores. He was concerned about the subprime industry in Canada and how it was growing exponentially. These are the things that the government at the time, the Conservatives, were using to prop up the economy. This is, remember, before the oil crisis even took place. So consumers' debt grew over $300 billion during the tenure of the Conservative government. Now, fast forward to today, the debt to income ratio is up to 177% versus 163% when Jim Flaherty was concerned. No wonder Siddal is losing sleep at night. So these are proponents of fiscal conservatism. They were concerned about protecting consumers from themselves. So with Siddal, a fiscal conservative, leaving the central bank, we're now left exposed to the Ponzi neoliberalism according to Walks. Walks described this as government helping business at the expense of taxpayers. So Chrystia Freeland's no anchor budget is a perfect example of this. There's some references to this in the article list below. The other example of this would be Mark Carney back when Walks wrote his paper in 2010. Carney was the head of the central banks at the time, and he was advocating the new normal of low interest rates, bailing out the banks. And these are the kind of policies that have driven up the prices of houses at the expense of consumers. So that means less money in the hands of consumers, less money for consumers to invest. These are the kinds of things that could lead to the burst of a bubble in 2021 or 2022, according to Siddal. So if you want to find more about this or you have any comments on this video, please feel free to comment in the links below and also reference that list of articles below. And if you want to subscribe to FSIM reports, please feel free to contact Mark at banknews.tv.